So, in terms of what you think are Moyes' aims for the season, what do you think his realistic targets are
to win the league?
You think that's realistic for him to win the league this season?
I think we can win the league with this squad, even without transfers. It'd still be an ask, but I still think we've still got a brilliant squad. That's what not many people have focused on during this pre-season.
And other players, Anderson. I almost hate myself for saying this and even thinking this, but he's done really well pre-season. David Moyes likes him a lot. I spoke to Anderson in Osaka, and he said, "Yeah, okay, I've not been as professional as I should have been in the past. He's probably eaten far too much in the past." This was because he was injured, because he's away from where he's from. His kids are in Brazil. He's sat in a big house in Cheshire. What does he do to fill his time? In Anderson's case, eats food.
And crisps. He loves his crisps.
I sense genuinely that he's very, very determined for this season. It sounds like a stuck record, doesn't it? He's now in his 7th year at the club. 7 years and he's only 25 years old. But I've seen him with my own eyes pre-season. He's a really good midfield player when he's not injured. And he didn't ask to be injured, to be fair to him. And as Ferdinand said about him, he's got that commodity where he can go past a player in the middle. And so few midfielders can do that.
He's a very driving player. There's the kind of midfielder I feel we have been missing for a long while now is someone who City have got, Yaya Toure, who can just pick up the ball in deep and he can run through that midfield. Anderson can do that, but he hasn't been...
Yeah, I agree.
As fit,
he hasn't been... Well, yeah, he can do it when he plays, but he doesn't always do it. So.
Yeah. So do you think, Andy, that for David Moyes' first season in charge, that we should focus solely on the league, or do you think European success is realistic as well, or would you just say concentrate on the league, let's get established in the league under new management, or let's go for Europe as well? Do you think we can do both, or should we just focus on one?
United will be aiming to win the league and to win the European Cup. Do I think it's possible to win both? No. I don't think United are the best team in Europe, not by a distance. I think Bayern Munich are clearly the best team in Europe at the moment. But they'll have their own issues with integrating a new manager as well. I was encouraged by United in Europe last year in Madrid. I thought they did really well in the Bernabeu and were doing well at Old Trafford until Nani was sent off. So this team is not a huge distance away from becoming a side that reaches the final. But Europe's more of a lottery. Look what happened with Nani last year. It changed the whole tie. But I think any of the big European teams, if they draw Manchester United, they're going to be thinking this is a really, really difficult game for us. I just think the European Cup, you can't set out at the start of the season and say we're going to win it. Teams that do that invariably don't end up winning it because it's a cup competition. Look at Chelsea against Barcelona a couple of years ago. Barca completely dominated. Chelsea won the European Cup. The league, well, you've got 38 games to iron out any elements of luck on both sides. I think if Moyes was to win the league in his first season, and that only, that would be viewed as a great success, especially in the face of tougher challenges.
Who do you see as our main title contenders this season?
City and Chelsea. Can't see beyond that. I know that Arsenal, there's more optimism about them. Tottenham got good players capable of going on a run. They've shown that in the past, but I don't think they can become anywhere near as consistent enough to challenge for them.
I agree completely. Particularly, I think Chelsea, particularly. City are going to be, as they have been for the last 3-4 years, are going to be a great side, and they are going to be up there. But I feel everyone keeps talking about the signings they've made, but I still think that they've made, 4 or 5 big signings, expensive signings, and that I think that's going to take 2 or 3 years until they get to the kind of stage of the football they were playing their title-winning season, because they need all these players to kind of bed in again, rather than you can't just slap out 100 mil and throw them into a team and say, right, yeah, they're going to be a team now. Yeah, I don't think they're a team yet. I think they're just a group of players.
Exactly, yeah, I agree with you there. But Andy, finally, your final 4 prediction in order. What are your top 4 for the season? What do you think?
That's tough. Do you want Manchester United fan or objective journalist here?
Well, just what your heart thinks. What your heart thinks.
I think United will come close to winning the title. I'm never ever going to sit here and predict Manchester City to win a title, because I couldn't live with myself. But Pellegrini is a fantastic manager. The players are much happier there. They were almost openly revolting against Roberto Mancini. And Chelsea, it's a really, really difficult question. I stick my neck out on the line if you want me to and say that I think United will win the league, but I don't have the conviction that we'll win it. I'm not.
So what's your top 4? Top 4. I'll push you. I want your top 4. Tell me what your top 4 is.
United, City, Chelsea, Arsenal.
So you heard it, that's Andy Mitten's top 4 prediction as well for the forthcoming season here on Full Time Devils. A big thank you to Andy, who's a very respected Man United journalist and also the creator of the United We Stand fanzine as well, giving his thoughts on the pre-season and also the forthcoming season. Thank you very much, Andy, and we'll speak to you again very soon.
Yeah, cheers, Andy. And guys, also we want to know what you think. What are your top 4 predictions? What do you think of the video? Everything. Let us know what you're saying. So
leave your comments below.
Indeed.
Full Time Devils.
We'll see you next time. I'm sure you already have, but if you haven't and you are foolish, then click subscribe. If you want to get everything first, that is the thing to do.
Yeah, by clicking subscribe, you'll get loads more content, loads more videos here from the Full Time Devils. So click subscribe now. Now.
Please.
Today.
Not like desperate though, just do it when you got time.
Early dinner.
Whenever you're ready.
Don't even have a watch.